All right, fellas. We're going to lock down Dwight all game long.
We can tell who's on their minds now. The Heat are out of Miami and into an interconference game. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Lakers. Back on the road tomorrow. Facing off here against the very talented ball club guys, this is a tremendous chance for them to put all their skill and talent on display.
Seeing where the Lakers are, they've done what they've needed to do up to this point in the season. I think they've got to be happy and comfortable with where they are.
And I'm sure they are. I mean, they don't have the target on their back that some of the top teams have, but this is a very solid club.
So here's Miami's starting group. Clutch, he's in at shooting guard. LeBron James is out there with Al Harrington. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Haslam in at the 5 down low. And for the Lakers, the star-studded backcourt of Nash and Kobe. The incredible post duo of Powell and Dwight together inside. And it's Jamison in at the 3, the small forward. And here's Nash after Al Harrington hitting the 3. The shot's good from Gasol.
Well, none of the defenders were quick enough to step out and get a hand in his face on that jump shot. Big mistake there. You know, guys, I think what makes Steve Nash amazing is we know he's one of the great passers in the history of the NBA. He might be the best shooter of all time. When you look at the numbers, that would be the case. And you don't normally say that about a guy who's a pure point guard.
Here's Nash. The Heat getting the bucket. Nash gets a screen from Kobe. Nash drives in. In low to Howard. Haslam on him. Stripped away. Lobs it up there. And LeBron throws it down.
How about the nice, exquisite timing on that alley-oop? Well done.
Yeah, two teammates in total sync right there. You're right, Clark.
Very harmonic.
Oh, man, it was beautiful. The pass was delivered right to the hoop. Set up that jam.
And one thing I think that bears emphasizing with Steve Nash is what a force he is offensively. You know, Clark, sometimes we get locked into just scoring, but Nash, between his shooting and his passing, really lifts the entire offense.
Well, he controls the flow of a team offensively too, Steve, and I think sometimes that's overlooked. You know, you look at points and assists, how your team paces and plays offensively is usually due to the point guard.
Miami with the ball, following the three-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. Wade passes to Haslam. Can't get it to go. And the Lakers take it the other way. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Well, these two teams, both in the midst of great seasons last year, they played each other to a standstill in their regular season matchups, each winning once.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Earlier I spoke with Mike Brown. There haven't been many players that have the physical prowess of LeBron James, and he knows that this is going to pose a lot of problems for his team. He told me the most amazing thing to him about LeBron was that he has the ability to be a force at virtually any position on the floor, from point guard to center. He can and does do it all, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Goes up at the stripe. Again, the Heat good for 2. And going back to what Steve talked about, their battles last year were 2 of the Clark biggest games of the regular season.
And Kevin, I think a big part of the reason those games were that big is because they only squared off twice. And that just added and increased to the anticipation.
Here's Nash following the basket by LeBron James. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, you think about the trade that brought Pau Gasol to the Lakers. That's what transformed them into a championship team, because he gave them that interior presence, the passing ability as a big man, and the complement to Kobe Bryant. He's been a huge factor in L.A.
Here's Clutch. Back to LeBron. Harrington with a screen on Gasol. Over Jamison. They grab their own miss. Shot denied. Outside, Kobe. Blocked. Now Wade turned in an outstanding game against Golden State. And Gasol sends it back. Second shot opportunity. Good. He hits the jump shot. Clutch has got 6 points.
You know, it's easy to take him for granted because we're so used to seeing him make those kinds of plays.
Wade against Nash. Jamison with a screen for Nash. Kobe goes in. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. And going back to Gasol, you know, his ability to play both the center and the power forward position has been a huge help.
Yeah, always one of my favorite players to watch, Pau Gasol. Quick, skilled, he's 7 feet tall, every bit of it. Can play the 4 and face up and hurt people. I think he's gotten better each and every year he's been in L.A., and that's a testament to his work ethic.
Here's Clutch. 26 points for him last game against the Warriors in Oakland.
Yeah, no question, you look at his assist totals. I mean, they tell you what a nice job he was doing of really spreading that ball around.
Carving them up inside there, Kevin. I mean, the defense has been vulnerable in there.
Yeah, that's 3 straight field goals in the paint area. That's really good offense.
You know, he got 1 step ahead of the defense on that one. Excellent job.
The Lakers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Well, they seem to have lost their confidence a little bit as a team from the line. They're shooting only 70% on the year.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Went for the two-hand throw down there. Needed safety and power.
That's how you do it.
Yep.
No, nothing fancy, but he finished with force.
Looking at Miami, they took their win in their last game against Golden State.
And what a terrific game for their role players. Guys, they had players coming off the bench and chipping in offensively.
Yeah, and it was an unexpected boost, but a big one nonetheless. I mean, they didn't miss a beat. No matter what unit was on the floor, things were being done effectively.
The Heat leading by 4.
Well, when you look at head coach Eric Spoelstra, a lot of pressure on him early on when the Heat went out and acquired the big 3. And for a young head coach, there are a lot of questions about whether he'd be able to get them where they needed to go and command their respect.
You know, you talked about the pressure for Eric Spoelstra, the Heat coach. You know, there were signs that relationship with LeBron James was only probably so-so. But maybe, you know, as things kind of iron themselves out, they seem, Steve, to be in a better place.
Well, there was so much pressure on the organization that I think everybody was on edge. And now that they've won that championship, Kevin, I think Spoelstra will be more comfortable in his own shoes. I think LeBron and Wade and Bosh will have more confidence in him. And I think you're going to see Spoelstra really grow now that they've got that championship under their belt.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Meta World Peace, he's checked in for Howard. And Matt Barnes is subbed in for Antoine Jamison. This all no good. Last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Well, their shots just were not dropping for them in that game. A cold shooting night, that's all you can say.
Well, the shot selection was a big part of it, Steve. I mean, they were taking terrible shots. It's not at all what you like to see from a team that should certainly be able to execute better.
Now here's LeBron. He also stepped up against the Warriors in that win. With the drop step. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Lakers trail by 8. Nash drives in. Gets the bucket. Nash has got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, they're not going to miss too many of those. That's high.
There's a minute 40 left here in the opening quarter. Meeks dishes to Jamison with the lead pass. Lakers passing it around. Jamison left side. And McRoberts kicks to Morris. 5 on the clock. Drills the elbow jumper.
It has been all offense here early.
It sure has been. I mean, both teams clicking, and it's been an entertaining game as well, guys.
Well, there's some very popular destinations for free agents around the league. Chicago, New York, Miami. But for me, the Lakers are still the premier market for players. You know, big city, a history of winning with the Laker organization, and fantastic weather, of course.
Kept alive. Battier's shot good. Battier's got 5 now.
Excellent job carving out space under the glass to make that putback possible.
Meeks passes to Ebanks. There's the dish to Meeks. Fires the three. Miami grabs the miss. And, Steve, to follow up on your point, the whole aspect of Hollywood has always been a big lure for the Lakers as far as recruiting Clark free agents.
We've seen it over the years with all the big names they've gotten assigned in free agency. No doubt about it, the Lakers are still one of those destination teams for a lot of players in the league.
Here's Morris. Jamison inside. Al Harrington grabs the board. Here's Clutch. And he beat the buzzer, but it's no good. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Heat out front. They're up by 8. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
Come out and join the crowd. Watch your Heat live and in person. Always great to see Clutch doing what he does best. Make sure to be there. Come.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
And you get a chance early on to see their depth. They got a nice effort from their bench players early in this game.
Yes, Steve, I tell you what, their subs have really packed the punch for them so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Lakers 5 right now. Antoine Jamison out there with Devin Ebanks. Then it's Jody Meeks. Then there's Josh McRoberts. And it's Morris in at the point guard. The shot no good. And it's Miami the other way. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Clutch. Got it. Good job in the low post. Clutch has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Heat. Morris with the ball. Pass to Meeks. Kicks to McRoberts. Now the pass to Jamison. Al Harrington grabs the board. Harrington's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And that's the way it's been. A big margin for them in the rebounding category.
You know, sometimes you got to get down and dirty and do the dirty work. And in this one, they've done it, and it's paid off on the scoreboard in a big way.
Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. In fourth, the Heat.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing that has led to wide-open long-range shots.
Nash against Chalmers. Outside, Kobe. They get it back. And it's Ebanks missing.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Backing down is LeBron. Wade outside. Haslam a screen. Wade with it. Gasol covering. The shot. Can't get it to go. And the Lakers going the other way now. And there's the call on Udonis Haslem. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lakers trail by 8. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Hi, Kevin. Clutch in their last time out against the Warriors got the job done. He ended with 26 points and came through on the defensive side as well, adding some blocks to his scoreline. He turned in a great performance where it seemed nobody could stop him from taking over. You love to see that as a coach, Kevin.
Thank you very much, Doris. Not a huge surprise for him, Clark, to come out with such a mission-like attitude.
It really isn't. I mean, it's part of his mental fabric, which he likes to play with. A lot of his focus is required to deliver a game like he did.
Yeah, he likes those situations. He likes the pressure. He seems to thrive in those circumstances. And, boy, he came up big.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. The Heat making a switch here. Lewis is checked in. Outside Gasol. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Nash dishes to Gasol. Good. Gasol's got 18 points in the game.
They are in attack mode right now. That's 10 straight points, guys, all coming inside the paint.
And, Steve, if I'm them, I'd keep going right to the heart of that defense like they have been until they do something about it. If they don't offer resistance, Take everything you can get in there.
Lewis gets the bucket. Lakers trail by 8.
Well, if you had to guess who the highest paid player in the NBA was, you might guess Kobe Bryant, but you probably couldn't figure out who's number 2. That's Rashard Lewis. Got that big contract while putting up some big numbers in Seattle years ago. Orlando gave him that large deal, but hasn't quite been able to live up to it.
Here's Haslam. No good. Great D that time from Howard. The Lakers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Allen against Nash. Back to Gasol. In low to Howard. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And for Rashard Lewis making top dollar. But you know, Clark, his production has been steadily diminishing over the last 5 years.
Yeah, and it's hard to figure out exactly why that is the case. He's always been a perimeter player, so you know he's not been physical. He's not really been hurt much. He did have an injury or 2. Maybe confidence has eroded some, but he hasn't quite been as productive as he was during his time in Seattle these last 4 or 5 years.
Just adds to what has already been a great day for him.
Here's Nash. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Nash has got his second bucket of the game to go.
I'm just so impressed with his focus, Kevin, because even with the defender flying at him, he still finds a way to hit those shots on the perimeter.
And whereas almost all players go through their ups and downs, Steve, that's not the case with him. He just goes about his business the same way every night.
Matt Barnes is checked in for Miami. Lakers trail by 9. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists.
And Mike Brown, Coach of the Year back in Cleveland in 2009. He's really a proven winner. Very smart, young, got a lot of charisma. His players like him. And I think still developing as a coach. He's going to get better and better. He's got plenty of good years ahead of him.
Howard misses.
Right now, he's in a bit of a funk. I look for them to look at other options on offense.
LeBron kicks to Lewis. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. And Steve, Mike Brown, a top 20 win percentage in the all-time coaching ranks. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive. Of course, he had plenty of help in Cleveland with LeBron James. If you have LeBron, you're going to have a good record. And now plenty of star power with the Lakers as well. But really, coaching is all about making talent work. You have to have talent in the first place, but if you do, you've got to make it work. And I think that's the challenge here in LA for Brown. They were decent last year, but to make that next step, they've got to figure out a way, and he has to figure out a way to put all these pieces together.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Several teams changing it up here. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Heat lead by 7. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome, I'm Damon Bruce. A great game going on out at Staples Center. Miami up on top against the Lakers. They're atop the conference standings and looking to defend their position. Clutch putting on a clinic against the Lakers. He's got a dozen points and has looked very good defensively, playing hard-nosed ball out there. There's no quitting the Lakers. They came to win. Defensively, very disruptive. They've been effective forcing turnovers. Nice steal so far. Pau Gasol dominating the first 2 quarters. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. That'll be all for us here at the studios as we head back to the start of the third quarter with Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris. Thanks so much for joining me.
Welcome back as we return here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. What can you say? Clutch, an impressive effort here today.
Well, right now he's the playmaker that every team wants. He's seen the play happen before it actually occurs, racking up the assists.
And I like, Steve, how he's made a concerted effort to really get everybody else on the floor involved. And it's really paid off well for him.
On the floor for Miami, Clutch in a 2-guard. Al Harrington is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Haslam in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Clutch, and the layup falls. Clutch has got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Heat. Back to Howard.
I'm not sure if any play is going to top that one.
Maybe the only play that could beat it is another alley-oop jam.
Yep. Even then, it'd be hard to execute it any better than that one.
Haslam a screen. Double team on Wade. Off the screen. Rebound by Antoine Jamison.
Just one make and 4 tries here to start the second half.
Kobe, the pass to Gasol. Back to Kobe. Shoots from the high post. And another basket for the Lakers. The Heat leading by 5. Wade outside. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. LeBron, good. The Lakers shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Outside, Kobe. Again, the miss by Kobe.
I think he's just got to compose himself, gather himself. He may be trying a little too hard out there. Let it flow, let it happen.
Wow, what a throwdown. Look at that athletic play. Incredible. Wow. That's what he does. Attack the heart of the defense and get straight to the rim.
And that last replay courtesy of Sprite. Nash gets a screen from Jamison. And Nash, here we go. Pass to Jamison.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Haslam a screen on Gasol. And the basket good. And it's an 11-point Heat lead.
Not much resistance for him after that pick, Kevin. I mean, he had all sorts of space to hit the shot.
A moment here now to see the numbers for LeBron James. An incredible last month for him. You see where he stands. Second in field goal percentage, 6th in scoring, and showing what a good defender he is, and especially his ability to play passing lanes. He ranks among the top 15 in the league in steals per game.
And let's look at his phenomenal field goal percentage again, Steve. I mean, that's really a function of good teammates, a good system, but most of it is just taking good shots and making most of it. There he goes again, that lower body root canal, clearing out space under the offensive glass.
Yeah, that is an area he absolutely excels in. Dentistry or not.
Does he need Novocaine for that?
Lakers trail by 11. Nash dishes to Jamison. Covered by LeBron. Fade away. Another miss by Jamison.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Wade kicks to Haslam. Wade. And the shot is good.
He got that one, but he hasn't been producing the way we're accustomed to. He needs to look for a shot a bit more.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them this season, shooting about 78%.
Dishes it to Jamison. He feeds it to Gasol. That one goes. Count it. Gasol's got 22 points. The Heat leading by 12.
Get on D-Wade.
Dwayne Wade on the wing. Defended by Nash. And again, it's Dwayne Wade. Wade's got his third basket of the night right there.
Tell you what, they just cannot miss out there.
And the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they've been powerless to slow him down. No effect at all.
Here's Kobe. It's hauled in by the Heat. LeBron's now got 7 rebounds in the game.
You know, Kobe Bryant says that he doesn't really look at any of the other players in the league as his rivals. But if he did, I think the closest one would be Dwayne Wade. I think those two, are the best shooting guards in the league. They're tough, they're fierce, they're athletic, and they're unafraid of big moments.
Nash drawing the double team. Outside, Kobe. Inside to Gasol. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. And now, 24 points for Pau Gasol.
I think he's done his part to try to keep him in this game. It's been a solid effort from him, guys.
And, of course, you mentioned the fiery competitors, Wade and Kobe Bryant. You remember the hard foul Wade gave Bryant Clark in that All-Star game last season?
Yeah, broke Kobe's nose and gave him a minor concussion, and we know it was an accident. Kobe shrugged it off as part of the price of being between the lines, and Wade apologized.
The Heat leading by 14. Here's Clutch. Some solid defense from Kobe.
Well, he had to fade away there. The defense was all over him, and he got it off, just couldn't get it to go.
There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists. Nash has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. The Heat shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Harrington with a screen on Jamison. Here's Haslam. The shot no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way.
This just has not been his day so far.
When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Gets it down to single digits. And that's now 7 points for Jamison.
Boy, I love the way they've been attacking inside, Kevin.
All right, guys, they're getting a lot of points in the painted area, not settling for outside shots, and I don't see any reason to change strategy here.
Back to Harrington. Haslam a screen on Gasol. Excellent use of the screen that time. Harrington's got 12 points in the game.
Tell you, they might have to make a defensive adjustment. They can't give him that kind of a look from beyond the arc.
Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. Kobe Bryant, 4th. Now, here's Chalmers. Guarded by Blake. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And Kevin, keep an eye tonight on how many plays he keeps alive for his club. Just the way he works, the way he moves, the way he anticipates plays before they happen. Constantly looking to get an offensive board.
And one thing about him that might not show up in the box score, but is as important as anything else, is his leadership. I mean, he sets the tone for this team, and all of his teammates follow his example.
He passes to Kobe. Yes, and it's Blake picking up the assist. 19 points for Kobe Bryant.
He's just been dominant, trying to dig his team out of the hole.
Jamison against Allen. Harrington for 3. That's good. Harrington's got 8 here in the quarter.
6 points in short order. 2 straight from deep. That's what can happen with the 3 ball.
Yep, they've got it going. Nice, clean looks.
Gasol, he's guarded by Haslam. Nice shot by Jamison.
Looked like they found the soft spot in the defense there.
The Heat leading by 17. And here is Chalmers, averaging 9 points per contest. Here's Clutch. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Kobe, and it's Miami with another. Here's Blake. Feeds to Gasol. World peace. Harrington's there. World peace against Harrington. Shot clock at 6. Now Harrington grabs the board. Harrington's got rebound number 5 here tonight. A minute 50 left to play here in the third. Here's Clutch. Let's go. A rebound by Meta World Peace. World Peace has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Blake passes to Gasol. Takes it up for the stuff.
The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
yes,
you?
Sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
Left side, Kobe. Tipped. 1:06 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Clutch, guarded by Kobe. Count the bucket. Clutch has got 22.
Another turnover leading to a bucket.
Yeah, they've made the most of all these chances they've gotten from turnovers. I mean, it's really fueling their offense right now.
Jamison kicks to Blake. He dishes it to Kobe. And it's Haslam with the rebound. Haslam's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here's Kobe, the fast break opportunity. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The offensive rebound, and World Peace kicks to Blake. Back to World Peace. He kicks it to Kobe. Tries again. Kobe can't get that one to fall. Here's Clutch. The three ball. Can't get it to go. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Heat just dominating this one. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. So as we get rolling here in the fourth quarter, let's go to our sideline reporter Doris Burke for our Sprite Uncontainable game. Doris?
Kev, as you might have guessed, the uncontainable game today goes to the Miami Heat. No problems for them so far in this one as they have played a seamless game. You'll have to think they'll be able to keep it going here in the fourth.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And in the backcourt, it's Nash and Kobe. World Peace is out there with Howard. And it's Ebanks in at the 3 slot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Here's Clutch. And there's the feed to Haslam. Lays out. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And a moment to check out Miami and who they've got coming up. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Yeah, no question. Boston fans hoping.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Nash, Wade is covering. Scooped up. Here's Howard. And Strong with the one-handed jam.
You know, that kind of play will get you some brownie points with your coach, no doubt.
And with your fans, too, Clark, on a big dunk like that.
And even with the announcers.
Oh, yeah!
We all love it.
It's LeBron with the drive. Offensive rebound. Here's Haslam. He drains it from the right block. And the Heat lead by 20.
Well, not only does he excel at getting those offensive rebounds, but he's really good getting putbacks and layups off of those boards.
Nash dishes to World Peace. Kobe. And that one's good. Kobe's got 15 points here in the second half.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for him. At some point, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
From 12 feet out, jump shot is good. Clutch has got 24 points.
And he knows how to finish when he gets that close to the hoop.
Tipped away. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Moving it up. Stolen by World Peace. Nash against Wade. Wade with the block.
Another board for them, and they've got a huge advantage in that regard.
Yeah, it's not really a surprise. I mean, rebounding one of the true barometers in winning basketball games, and if you rebound better, you typically are going to win ball games and do it comfortably.
The Heat leading by 20. LeBron outside. Up off the screen. The Lakers with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Puts it up from 17. And again, the Lakers no good. The Heat have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. LeBron passes to Harrington, and that one's good.
My goodness, he's knocking down everything he looks at.
The Lakers shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Nash with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Bryant. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. And it's now 26 points for Kobe Bryant. The Heat have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Tries for the alley-oop. Stolen by World Peace. And it's the Lakers on the break. Kobe's got the ball. Howard kicks to Kobe. It's stolen by Wade. Here's Clutch. Good look. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Lakers trail by 20. Now the dish to World Peace. Kobe. Up and in on the layup. Kobe's got 9 points in the quarter.
Great move to get to the bucket and lay that one in. He's got the softest touch around the basket. Impressive.
Passes it to Wade. Kobe with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Kobe's got another fast break chance. And it's good.
He's really shouldering the load for his team right now. That's what leadership is about. He's looking to help his team cut into this deficit.
The Heat leading by 16. Here's Clutch. Back to LeBron. A baseline J. Gets it to go.
Boy, they've been shooting well from mid-range here.
Well, sometimes you can't get all the way into the rim in the paint area, so you've got to pull up from 12, 15 feet. It's pretty impressive.
Left side, Kobe. The baseline J. And finished off by Gasol. Heat have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Back to Harrington. Here's Clutch. Gives him the lead pass. And the jam by Udonis Haslem.
That was a hole punch jam there, Kevin.
A nice finish.
Yeah, you got to love the way he just capped off that strong move.
And Kobe, here we go. And that is good. Kobe's got 13 points now in the quarter. The Heat leading by 16. Here's Clutch. Kicks it to Haslem. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. For 3 points, Harrington. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's now got 5 assists tonight. Inside. And Kobe throws it down home.
And that's not supposed to happen. Come on now. You're not supposed to throw an alley-oop from that kind of distance. Come on.
And then Clark to dunk it with authority.
Man.
Wow.
How about the communication between the teammates? That was an impressive display.
Here's Clutch. Haslem up top. There's the pass to Harrington. Over Gasol. Rebound the Lakers. Howard's got 11 rebounds in the game. Now here's Kobe. D right on him. Hits the bucket. Kobe's got 36.
Tell you what, he's had an excellent game, and they're going to have to continue to rely on him if they're going to come back.
And it's Wade penetrating and stolen by Nash. And Kobe throws it down.
Yeah, he spent a little extra time on the rim there. It looked like he wanted to do a pull-up.
It looked like it checking his landing. I think Clark, man, pretty big statement too.
Yeah, or so he'd have the refs believe.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Sprite. Good stuff. Here's Clutch. Rejected by Howard. Here's Haslem. A strong effort on the rebound. Nets the second chance points. Haslem's got 6 in the quarter. Nash kicks to Gasol. World Peace. Pass to Howard. Haslem's there. Fades back. Again, the Lakers.
Well, after that poor first half, he's bounced back. He's having a nice second half here.
The Heat leading by 13. LeBron up top, covered by World Peace. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Not his best quarter. I mean, the shots just haven't fallen for him.
Nash outside. Outside for Kobe. This one for 3. And it's Wade with the rebound. Wade's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Clutch. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's now got his 6th assist on the night. The Lakers shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Nash dishes to Kobe. The shot, no good. And the Heat going the other way now. 22 is their biggest lead. Here's Clutch. Back to LeBron. Stolen by World Peace. Nash with it. Wade picks him up. Here's Gasol. The baseline jumper goes down. Gasol's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, Kevin, his scoring has been one of the few positives they can take away from this game so far.
Nash against Wade. Dishes to Harrington. Lets the three fly. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 5 assists in the game. Antoine Jameson's checked in for Meta World Peace. Throws up the alley-oop. And the dunk by Kobe.
Flawless alley-oop that time. That's some real stylish basketball there.
Almost looks like a play they've been rehearsing for a while.
Well, that's the beauty of the alley-oop. It appears that way, but really it's just timing and sort of an innate sense of awareness between two teammates. What a fantastic performance from long range.
Well, that's been his territory all game, Steve.
Here's a quick shot, and it's Miami with the rebound. Haslam's got 9 rebounds now tonight, and it's Wade penetrating. Here's Clutch. He feeds it to LeBron. Shot clock at 5. Deft touch on the alley-oop. And the Heat lead by 19.
Just cruising to the finish line.
Yeah, and barring something catastrophic happening, it looks like they'll go home with a nice victory here.
Kobe, the pass to Nash. Jameson left side. Over LeBron. Here's Gasol. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Gasol's got 32 points in the game. The Heat leading by 17. Feeds it to Harrington. There's the 3. Steve Nash with the rebound. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter of this one. He passes it to Kobe. Over LeBron. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Nash. Kobe's got 42 in the game.
You know, it's interesting. Sometimes with him, the contested shots are the ones that he tends to make. You know, sometimes if he's wide open, he misses, but you get a hand in his face, he seems to relish it.
And he's also quite adept at breaking down the defender one-on-one, guys. I like that about his game.
LeBron outside. He dishes it to Wade. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 14 points for Wade.
Now it looks like he's starting to get things going here after that scoreless first half.
Lakers working the ball around now. And the basket by Kobe.
You gotta love what he's doing out there, guys. With his team down, he's personally trying to bring them back.
50 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Clutch. He kicks it to Wade. And stolen by Nash.
That's going to do it. I don't think they have enough time here now.
This one's in the books.
Got that one up quick. Kobe's got 46 points.
Now, they probably needed more of this earlier, guys. I don't think there's enough time left to get back into the game.
Guys, this is really a case of too little too late, but at least it gives them something to work off of going into the next game.
Here's Clutch. Clock at 6. Haslam inside, defended by Gasol. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Six seconds left in the game. Here's Clutch. Second chance shot. It counts. And the Heat lead by 15.
I think we can chalk this one up. The goal now is just to run some time.
Yeah, I think it's time to get the bus started now, boys.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
So that'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Coach has just indicated that you're now the starter at your position. How does it feel to have cracked that starting rotation?
Well, it's great to be recognized like this, that's for sure. I have a lot of respect for Coach and what he does, and if he feels like I'm ready to start, then I'm going to do everything I can to prove him right. Can't wait for the next game.